Today, we've got a banger for you. The time my wife turned an HOA power trip into a masterclass in humility. Buckle up, Beck. It all started with a parking ticket. Not a real one, mind you, just a flimsy, handwritten note slapped on my wife's car by some self-appointed neighborhood watchdog. The charge: improper alignment with curb. Yeah, you heard that right. As if the curb was out here filing a lawsuit. The note was scribbled in red ink, taped to the windshield like it was evidence in a crime scene. My wife, let's call her Alex for this story, just laughed it off. She's got this calm, collected vibe, like a storm brewing behind a sunny day. She crumpled the ticket, tossed it in the trash, and went about her morning. We figured that was the end of it. Spoiler, it wasn't. The next morning, I'm in the living room scrolling through X when I hear this aggressive banging on our front door. Not a knock, mind you, a full-on thud-thud-thud like someone's trying to summon a SWAT team. Alex, mid-sip of her espresso, raises one eyebrow. That's her tell. When that eyebrow goes up, you know someone's about to regret their life choices. She sets her mug down, slips on her flip-flops, and heads to the door. I'm already grabbing my phone to record because I know this is about to be gold. Alex opens the door, and there they are, three guys who look like they got lost on their way to a security guard cosplay convention. The tallest one, let's call him Aviator Guy, is rocking a belt loaded with pens, a flashlight, and what I swear is a keychain shaped like a tiny handcuff. No actual authority, just vibes. The other two are clutching clipboards like they're about to audit our soul. Aviator Guy steps forward, puffing out his chest like a peacock with a gym membership. HOA enforcement, he barks. Step outside, ma'am. Alex doesn't flinch. She steps onto the porch, flip-flops smacking the wood, and crosses her arms. Good morning, gentlemen, she says, her voice so sweet it could give you cavities. What's this about? Aviator Guy launches into a speech about multiple citations and how they need to inspect the perimeter for compliance issues. I'm watching from the window, trying not to laugh. Inspect the perimeter? Bro, this is a suburb, not a military base. Alex tilts her head, sizing them up like a lioness eyeing a pack of hyenas. Do you have a warrant? She asks, her tone so calm it's almost scary. Aviator Guy blinks, clearly not expecting pushback. We don't need one, he stammers. This is private community enforcement. Alex's smile sharpens, like a shark smelling blood. So, not law enforcement, she says, dragging out the words. The other two guys shift on their feet, looking like they just realized they forgot to turn off the stove at home. Cut to a dramatic reenactment of Alex's smile, slow motion, with ominous music. I'm inside, biting my lip to keep from cheering. Alex is about to go full supernova, and these guys have no idea. Across the street, I spot Karen, yep, that Karen, lurking on her porch, sipping from a wine tumbler at 10 a.m. She's got this smug grin, like she's the director of this little HOA drama. Oh, Karen, you're about to get a plot twist you didn't sign up for. Alex tells the HOA goons to sit tight and disappears inside. They're out there, sweating in their polyester vests, probably wondering if they should radio for backup. 10 minutes later, Alex comes back, but she's not holding the paperwork they expected. She's got a sealed black folder, the kind that screams classified, and an ID card that looks like it was issued by someone way above their pay grade. She hands the ID to Aviator Guy, who squints at it like he's trying to decode an alien language. What is this? He stutters, his tough guy act crumbling faster than a stale cookie. Alex leans in, her voice low and deadly calm. My credentials, she says. I work for a branch of the government that does require warrants. Want to guess which one? The other two guys freeze, their clipboards trembling in their hands. One of them takes a step back and trips over our rose bush, landing in the dirt with a thud. I'm filming this from the window, try not to laugh so loud they hear me. Aviator Guy's brain is buffering. CIA, he squeaks, like he's not sure if he's allowed to say it out loud. Is that even legal? Alex snaps the folder shut with a sound so sharp it's like a gunshot. More legal than 3 community college dropouts playing mall cop on my property, she says, stepping closer. The guys flinch like she just pulled the pin on a grenade. She lowers her voice, just loud enough for them to hear, but quiet enough that Karen, still watching from her porch, starts craning her neck like a nosy flamingo. If you step 1 foot on my property again without real legal backing, Alex says, I'll have a federal injunction on your entire HOA faster than you can spell unconstitutional. Cut to a reenactment of the HOA guys retreating, one still tangled in the rose bush, while Karen's smirk falters. The HOA cops shuffle back to their golf cart, muttering about calling the head of HOA security. That's when Karen decides it's her time to shine. She struts over, wine tumbler in hand, reeking of cheap rose and entitlement. "Is there a problem here?" she chirps, like she's the queen of the cul-de-sac. Alex turns slowly, her smile so sharp it could cut glass. "Karen, right?" she says, her voice dripping with mock politeness. Karen nods, clearly thrown off by Alex's calm. "Yes, I'm the HOA chairwoman. This is my neighborhood." Alex doesn't blink. "Correction," she says. "This is my property, and I don't recall surrendering my rights to a woman who thinks citations are a personality trait." The air gets thick. Karen's smile flickers like a dying light bulb. "We just want to ensure everyone follows the rules," she says, her voice wobbling. For safety." Alex laughs, a low, chilling laugh that you'd hear in a spy movie right before someone gets outsmarted. "Tell you what, Karen," she says. "If you want safety, maybe stop sending untrained thugs to harass civilians. Because if you don't, next time they'll get a visit from my team." Karen's eyes narrow. "Your team," she says, trying to sound tough but looking like she just swallowed a lemon. Alex pulls out her phone and taps a single contact labeled GhostNet. Karen leans in, trying to see, but Alex angles the screen away with a smile. "You just made the list," Alex says, locking eyes with Karen. "What list?" Karen squeaks, taking a shaky step back. Alex's smile doesn't waver. "You'll find out." Karen bolts back to her house faster than you think possible in those wedge sandals. The HOA goons follow, whispering in panic, glancing over their shoulders like Alex is about to summon a drone strike. I'm inside losing it because I know Alex is playing 4D chess while these folks are stuck on checkers. That night, our security cameras catch something wild. It's Karen's husband, let's call him Bob, creeping through our backyard with a tape measure and a flashlight, probably trying to find some petty violation like our grass being half an inch too tall or our patio chairs facing the wrong direction. Big mistake. Before I can even grab my shoes to confront him, Alex is outside, barefoot in the grass, holding a flashlight of her own. But this isn't your Walmart special. This is a military-grade torch that could probably signal Mars. She clicks it on, and the beam hits Bob square in the face, nearly blinding him. He drops the tape measure like it's a live snake and stammers, "I was just checking the fence line." "Protocol." Alex tilts her head, calm as a loaded gun. "Do I look like the kind of woman who lets protocol slide?" she says. Bob's shaking like a leaf in a hurricane. "You tell Karen," Alex continues, stepping closer, "that the next time she sends her husband on a covert mission, he better wear night camo and pray I'm in a forgiving mood. Because if I catch him trespassing again, I'll file an official breach notice with the actual government." Let's see how she likes real paperwork. Bob doesn't just run, he bolts, tripping over his own feet, diving into his golf cart, and peeling out like he's in a high-speed chase. We watch him go, then laugh so hard we nearly wake the neighbors. Alex turns to me, still holding that flashlight like a lightsaber, and says, "This is why we don't mess with HOAs." The next morning, every mailbox in the neighborhood has a flyer titled New HOA Rules, effective immediately. Rule number 1. No unauthorized surveillance or citizen patrols. Rule number 2. No interaction with CIA agents currently residing in the community. It's so specific, it's basically a neon sign pointing at us. Karen tries to spin it as a de-escalation initiative, but her eyes twitch every time she passes our house, like she's expecting a black helicopter to swoop in. Here's where it gets wild. Alex wasn't bluffing about her team. She activated something called Protocol Athena, a dormant operations package she wrote during her time with a certain three-letter agency. It's the kind of thing so buried in the system that even most higher-ups don't know it exists. Designed to protect civilian assets from domestic harassment, it's now locked onto Karen and her HOA minions. By noon, 3 unmarked vans roll into the neighborhood, disguised as landscaping trucks but bristling with tech, retina scanners, parabolic mics, counter-drone systems. Karen doesn't notice at first. She's too busy hosting an emergency neighborhood compliance seminar in her driveway, complete with folding chairs, bagels, and a PowerPoint about community standards. Meanwhile, Alex is on the couch, sipping tea, watching Karen's Ring cam feed in real time like it's a Netflix special. Every device in Karen's house, her smart fridge, her security cams, even her voice-activated yoga mat, is silently mirrored to a satellite node. Alex can read lips in 4 languages, so when Karen whispers to her inner circle, she's got to be bluffing. She can't actually be so. Alex just smirks and takes another sip. The next morning, a perfectly wrapped box shows up on Karen's porch. No return label, no note, just a single burner phone inside with one message. You're being watched. Smile for the satellites. Karen doesn't leave her house for hours. That night, she calls an emergency HOA board meeting, sweating through her patio webcam like she just ran a marathon. This woman's a threat to our way of life, she shrieks. She's turning the block into a surveillance zone. One board member whispers she's also the only one who hasn't broken any rules. Karen loses it, ranting about subversion, treason, and get this Russian mind race. That's when the board votes to suspend her, pending mental wellness review. Cut to Alex sipping tea, smiling. Text on screen, Rook takes queen. We watch the meeting live on Karen's own webcam feed. Alex leans back, smirks, and mutters, Rook takes queen. With Karen dethroned and spiraling into conspiracy land, the neighborhood breathes a sigh of relief. The cops vanish, the flyers stop, and Karen starts avoiding our house like it haunted. And maybe it is by the ghost of her own bad decisions. And that Comeback Stories, fam, is how my wife turned an HOA power trip into a legendary takedown. If you love this story, smash that like button, subscribe, and share it with anyone who's ever dealt with a nosy neighbor or an overzealous HOA. Drop a comment below. Have you ever had to deal with a Karen or an HOA gone wild? Let us know. Check out our other videos for more epic comebacks, and we'll see you next time on the Comeback Stories. Peace out.